G'day everyone, Jason here with a review of some display cases from Onbrick. It's a Brisbane-based company, so these are display bases for BrickHeadz, of course. So they come flat packed with the smaller ones for the BrickHeadz. So I've got a two BrickHeadz display. I've got a large one display, and you can get smaller sizes in the one display, and I've got a 4 display with the large gaps. So each of them comes with a couple of base pieces. So there's a black base and then a insert so that the actual BrickHeadz plate fits in there, and then the sides and top, and the same for all of them. And comes with a nice little cloth to keep the Perspex clean. Obviously they've all got stickers on them, so you've got to peel that off. With the smaller ones, they don't have any connectors and any screws, and the larger sets for larger Lego sets can basically, they do have some screws in the bottom and the top to hold the thing together. But anyway, let's put some of these together and see how they turn out. So here we have, this is the 4. It fits 4 figures in. We'll just see if we can. There we go. Okay. So basically, it has 4 little grooves inside. Don't know if that's coming across on the camera, but they should hopefully fit. We've got Roadrunner here. I thought I'd get him for height to see, because he's one of the taller. So yeah, so that little black base just fits in there perfectly. Turn that around a bit, and then we'll try a wider character. So ooh, now he's a tight fit. So you might have to put his tail up a little bit to fit in this particular one. He does fit in there, and there is enough space between him and the next one. We'll put Gandalf in next because, you know, why not? So again, it's just a matter of pushing down their little base plate in there, and then we'll try our friend, the what's his name, the Jake Sully, his avatar. So let's put the lid back on. And because these aren't sort of stuck together at either end or screwed together or anything like that, you've just got to be a bit careful when you're putting the final section in, just to push it all in. It certainly does lock together once the lid's on. Once you just push all of those little joints in. So there we have it. So you can see there that all the characters are on display. We turn it around. The tail is just a little bit squeezed up in there, but again, you could probably use the bigger one over the back. So let's just move these guys to one side, and then try this twofer. Probably not helping that I'm squeezing on the sides at the same time, but I just want to make sure everything stays together. So with the twofer, we might, so I'll just see if you can, so there is the little stations there in the bottom. This one doesn't have any base. This is one of my custom ones. Just stand him in there, and then we'll get his bro. And that's probably a little bit too high, his fishing rod. So he probably can't go in there. But we'll try. So yep, you can get 2 in that box. Or let's have a look. So with these ones, I think you would have to probably put an extra panel, but you could either sit. His ears are probably a bit too high. You probably have to have them down to the side. You might be able to fit more in the bigger box of this, but you could put these ones in there. They don't have to sit in those little holes. And you could probably fit more people in there than what are required. So if we put that one in, and do we have another one around? Hang on. So we chuck that in. And put the lid on, squeeze it all together. So there we have the 2 display case with the wide distance between them. So I think that looks pretty good. Bit of a shine there. We'll move that to one side. Put the box in. Now the box. So it's just a big square box. This is the sort of the wider. You can get a much smaller single one, and of course I've broken all the walls off. So as I said, that's the one downside with. I guess you could maybe put a bit of glue on the sides, make it a bit easier so that it's only the top that comes off. So that's back together again, but again, something like this certainly fit in there. But I think we probably need someone super important, like one of the, a really sort of worthwhile BrickHead to go in here. So let's go and grab one. And grab Bluey. So there's Bluey in the display case. And there's all 3 of the display cases. So overall, really nice way to focus on it. And again, with this one here, you could fit multiple in. You could have 4 or 5, 2 at the back, 2 at the front in the corner, or if they were all little ones. You could probably fit 3 in that one, and at a squeeze you might fit an extra one in there. And again, you don't have to put that second base in there, so you could just have it as a flat surface, and you could put as many in there, but of course then they might move around when you move them. And that would certainly play with my OCD, having them sort of slightly askew. So there we go. Those are the display cases for BrickHeadz from Onbrick.